I think I've played just enough Civ 5 to know that Oda should win, you know, that leader, Civ 5. Does anyone remember that game anymore? Today we focus on anime land in Europa Universalis IV. To be honest, I don't know a single thing about this time period in Japan. Luckily, my knowledge of anime should get us through this video. Which actually reminds me, if someone could make, please, like a big Paradox YouTuber anime intro, like that would make my entire life. Like, it's been joked about a lot in the comment section, but I would love to see it actually happen. So I don't know if you can consider this like a total conversion mod, but yeah, obviously the map is not the same. We've got a couple recommended nations here at the bottom, as well as completely different start dates. So this mod clearly had a lot of work put into it. Like, looking at this, in addition to including obviously the world map, I would like to see different regions broken down like this. Like, for example, in the middle of the HRE would be great. But this is much bigger than just a simple map change. There's a bunch of new mechanics that are unique to this part of the world. Like, for instance, the different time periods. So these are gonna be great things for me to try to avoid pronouncing. Honestly though, I would have done this video a lot sooner if it wasn't for my fear of having to pronounce like anything in this map. Oh, here's date. Okay, I can do that one. One down, like 100 to go. Another thing that I love about having this smaller map is we are just busting through this shit. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a Paradox game run this good. For me personally, if I had to choose an area to root for, it's gotta be the Doge. They're definitely my favorite. Atomo just lost a little bit of northern land to these guys, as well as there's just kind of a bunch of wars going on in the southern part of the island. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm definitely also rooting for the Ryukyu Islands. I mean, they're kind of all by themselves over here. I don't even know if they can participate in any of this stuff. I can't imagine why anyone would want to play here. Well, there's also the island of So, which I definitely like. I'm sure there's a lot of lame-ass jokes I can make with these guys. All right, so maybe I should have checked this out like way earlier, but now we can get an idea of who's the most powerful tribe or clan. What even are you guys? All right, well, anyways, nonetheless, here are the top 5. Shiba is in number 4. That's good. And at the moment, the third most powerful military in Japan are the rebels. So clearly, there is not much civil unrest, I guess. I think I've played just enough Civ 5 to know that Oda should win. You know, that leader, Civ 5. Does anyone remember that game anymore? Wait, is this technically it? I don't think so. I'm not exactly sure. We are rapidly approaching the 1500s, so I'm sure a lot of names are gonna change in the meantime. We gotta figure out who the hell this guy is and why he's clearly number 1. Well, obviously part of it is that he just has a shit ton of land, Drew. Duh. You stupid idiot. Oh, and they also have themselves a vassal. Okay, so yeah, they're pretty powerful. Religion is even starting to change on the mainland. This whole map started off just Shinto. I'm not exactly sure if we're gonna see the Europeans come and slowly bring their own religion, but that'd be really cool. Trade seems almost entirely land-based, with very few nodes actually going out into the ocean. Oh damn, these guys are making bank in the southern tip of the island. Yeah, at this point, this is the big moneymaker at the moment. Oh wait, no, I was totally wrong. For some reason, it's just in the middle of the island, because it looks like all the nodes are coming directly here. Oh, there seems to be a big-ass rebellion going on in Kansas, and it doesn't even seem like they have the army to stop these guys. They're just running around occupying shit. Toki is now surrounded with enemies. Oh, well, they pieced out with somebody. Grabbed a core. Oh, this is kind of interesting. This is the only nation in the map that has a bunch of cores to the west of them. Or I guess technically it would be the south, huh? Dog eat dog, and all men are dogs. Oh, that doesn't seem right. Asian people, dogs. All right, is this mod starting to get a little racist? No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea what that means. But we are in the second period, the Sengoku period. Wow. So my first pick, date, is already dead, which means there's only like 2 countries left I can actually pronounce. Well, let's be real. I probably wasn't even pronouncing date right. Dati. That would be maybe better. There it is. Oh, that's pretty cool. Catholicism has arrived. So I'm assuming that'll also mean we'll see technology slowly change as they get access to guns and stuff like that, which I'd imagine gives the southern part of this island some pretty big advantages. Oh wait, no, that's not necessarily the case. I guess the Europeans are just kind of showing up all over this place. I think I did read the modder plans to bring the Korean Peninsula or maybe parts of China into it for a later period. I mean, because if you have a unified Japanese island, that's just what you do, right? Just go kill other Asian people. Oh, look at these guys. They already have full control over the northernmost island. They actually have to like colonize that shit or something. Oh, it's being occupied. Never mind. It looked like wasteland for a second. That's why I was saying they had to colonize it first. All right, I can confirm this region of the landmass seems to be a little bit better in terms of technology. Well, I guess we should just completely exclude these backwards people. It's been over 100 years, and yeah, the Great Powers looks completely different than it did. Uchi, or Ouchi, is now #1 with the most development, but the rest of the world isn't that far behind. What the hell happened, guys? I thought you were good. I thought you finally got a hold of this part of the map. Hey, but don't mess with this, Shimigami. Ryuku has, some ships here. Since they're just a random island, I'd imagine they've got to have one of the bigger navies. All right, well, they're in 4th place, so I guess that's okay. But for being some small-ass islands, I guess that's pretty good. Wow, okay, so we are already in the 3rd age. The game will continue to go even after these periods, but I don't know what will happen. I think it'll just be less supported with some of these mechanics. All right, so I've done a little bit of research from a highly credible source, and I learned a lot about this stuff. I guess during this time period, Japan should be closing off their borders, so we should see less European influences, which with the map modes, I think the best way to view that is just to see where Catholicism is still left. It's kind of basically gone again in this part of the island. I thought for a second Ryuku was possibly still Catholic, but nah, they're just following their own shit. Whatever Ryukin is. Oh, and I completely missed out on these islands. These guys are just all by themselves, controlled by 3 different places. And as these countries grow, there is bigger and bigger wars occurring. Yep, that's definitely the case. Where is your military? There's just a 40 stack running wild in this area. I'm guessing forts aren't a thing in this mod. I mean, that would make sense. Oh, no, they are. I don't know what's going on with some of these colors, but they're in here. Dang, and these guys just grabbed a huge chunk of land in the north. Or the east. Oh, geez, it's complicated. And then Ouchi, I believe, is still #1. Oh, no, it is close. Okay, so these are the top 2 countries right now in the lead for control of Japan. Toki seems to be having some problems here. I think they're fighting this by themselves, are they? I mean, we got 3 different countries this way, all kind of teaming up to stop them. Oh my god, look at, it's Oda! Oda's here! What the hell happened? This place looks disgusting. Oh man, that is just terrible to look at. I mean, if you get a zoomed out view, you know, places are starting to look a little bit better as people begin to consolidate, but not this region though. Nope, fuck that. At least the doges are still around, just barely, but they're alive. Was that a normal thing for some of these countries to be led by a lady? I didn't know that. Oh, okay, so at this point we have reached the end of the mod, technically speaking. Everybody has all the technologies. Now that I think about it, we might not even see a unification until like the 18 or 1900s. I mean, from this part of the map, it definitely doesn't even look close. And the funny thing is, this is the only part of the map that Catholicism has a strong hold over. So I'm not sure exactly how long that's gonna last when these countries on the outside begin the gangbang. Yeah, so the 1700s have arrived, and it's pretty much been a back and forth between these two, except now there seems to be a clear winner. Everybody else, you guys just failed. Give up on life. Oh, and Ouchi clearly has the military advantage as well, with twice the army size of the person in 2nd place. Damn, 303 force limit? Okay, that's redonkulous. They're also #1 in navies. They're basically at their force limit, and geez, are you guys even trying? The rebellions for the most part have been put on hold, so that's good. Oh, and I think that whole gangbang is starting to begin, because this part of the map is not going to be able to hold very long. That sucks, because Oda started doing pretty well. Did they get some sort of bonuses? It's kind of weird that they got this big so fast. Well, the northern part of the island seems to be unified when attacking these guys, Useji. That's the best I'm gonna do. I figured I'd try once, that's it. Well, this is kind of a big deal because the Northern Island has unified under all these alliances. Damn, yeah, it looks pretty good, but I don't know how long they're gonna be able to keep those. In terms of development, it's really kind of hard to say what region is the best. I mean, I guess we'd have to assume this area, but I think it's just because these guys control like a big ass border. It's not like these provinces are like more developed than others. This island fucking sucks, which I don't think should be much of a surprise. And it looks like the nation of Yamaha is gonna get brutally murdered because they're in a conflict with some of the most powerful places in the entire map. Oda did start having a good game for a second there, but he kind of lost a lot of his territory out this way. Oh wait, no, it's because these guys are a vassal. Alright, well they're doing okay. They're not as bad as I thought. Alright, yeah, and at this point, without some sort of unified coalition, which is totally possible, it's likely these guys are gonna win. I mean, I probably should have predicted that a lot earlier in the video, but now it's kind of a guarantee. I'm sure if there was a competent EU4 player in this game, they would have probably taken over by now. Obviously, I included the word competent, so I'd exclude myself. And in terms of trade, this is by far the richest node in all of Japan. The Catholics are still doing good though. I'm kind of surprised. I thought they would have got crushed a long time ago. Now obviously, I don't know much of anything about the history of Japan, but I still wanted to showcase this mod off because it's getting, you know, really good reviews, and I'm so happy that the EU4 modding scene is still going strong. I still think this mod deserves some sort of spotlight, even if my video was going to be absolutely cancerous, even more than usual, I think. So yeah, if you like this part of history with the whole like Shogun dying and the battle for Japan, then I would definitely recommend this. I don't even know how to pronounce the mod's name. Obviously, I didn't know how to pronounce anything in this whole fucking video. So anyways, if you have any other suggestions for EU4 mods I should play in the future, definitely let me know in the comment section down below. That really helps, because Paradox games tend to have a lot of mods, and it's hard to keep up with all the new ones coming out. Luckily, my second pick, and by far the most powerful region on the map, is still holding strong. I knew it. No one would be able to take these guys out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And of course, big thanks to Johan, Elfie, Destiny Fucker 9000, Michael Ghazi, Jane Copeland, Blackstar 185, Wyone, Spatial Winter W, Kirby, and Furry Cruz for being my crack daddies. If you want to support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description down below. Thank you so much for helping, Crack Boy.